My question is, why are parents always demonized when they speak their truths or when they make a conscious decision to go no contact, but estranged children are celebrated and rallied behind?
This is an interesting question, and I get this a lot from parents who feel that they have been wronged or slighted or mischaracterized by their adult children, even demonized by their adult children, and they feel like they have gone out of their way to connect, they've been available. And once I speak to them as a therapist and start asking very challenging questions, it becomes very clear that this is a parent who has a very difficult time receiving feedback and hearing what the lived experience of their children was versus what they thought it was in their imagination. And one thing I always say is that no two siblings have the same parent. Nobody has the same parent. I don't care how many siblings you have, because children experience their parents differently. And very rarely do I work with parents or have I seen parents that are very curious about what their children really thought of their parenting and how did their children experience their childhood. And most parents believe, I will give you more than what I had. Like, I didn't have this growing up, so I'm going to make sure you have it. When I said this before and I'll say it again, if you parent that way, then you're parenting from pain. You're not parenting your child based on what your child needs. You're parenting them based on what you did not receive. And so, to answer her question, I believe, as a licensed mental health professional, that it is the parent's responsibility to do the heavy lifting to maintain the relationship with their adult children, to read, to go to therapy, to try to figure out what happened with their parenting. Had they dealt with their own childhood issues, or did they bring a lot of that into their parenting relationships? Which one of their kids were easier for them to parent? Like that, I think we need to have very raw, very honest conversations, because parenting is not easy. But because it's not easy, it doesn't mean you get a pass on not being evaluated on the way you treated your children. And it also doesn't mean that the hurt that your parenting caused does not get to be called out, because it does. I hope that answers the question.